Hello, 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 hello. Such fun, crazy energy going on right now. I had to press record just so I could catch it. You know, the process of a diamond is like intense. It's like being like crushed, right? Think about it as in like, imagine you. Imagine you and you're being fucking chucked around like a hurricane, like whipped like a tornado or whatever it is. You're just being throttled back and forth. And as you're being throttled back and forth, you're like this. You're like, ah! In here is this tiny little like little piece of like metal or something, this circle thing that is just like being pressed, this diamond that's just being pressed. And it's going through this energy that's being whipped back and forth as you're being whipped from pushing, go, 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 to relax. Is that really what you need to do? Or should we just take a second? It's like back and forth between like the absolute most farthest parts of the spectrum. You're just being fucking whipped. Between no just like press on and like no submit and allow. And it's really fucking intense. And as you do this, and as it's confusing, because it is really confusing, because you're on two sides of the spectrum and it's like there is no middle ground that you can stand on. There's just like two aspects that are intense. And is that a black wasp? I don't know what that is, but it's a big ass bug. This is crazy. There's a big ass like black bug, and it looks like a black wasp, and it's in between the window screen and the outside. I don't know how the fuck it got in, but it looks stuck, and there's no way I can help this. Like he's up there. He's up there. But he's big. It's a big fucking bug. What is that representing? The black bee is the dark masculine. It's like as you're being whipped around, all of like this black icky goo is being thrown off you. Like it can't hold on. And the only thing that's left is this diamond. And it's who you are, what you are, and what you want to be. Who you are inside coming out and trying to manifest itself. And to do that, it has to be in very specific 333. It has to be in very specific ways. You know, like if you imagine, what's a good way? Let's think about it as simple as this. If you have this like picture of like the best bath ever, and on your bath, like you have this board, and on this bath you have these daisies you see in your mind, and you're like, this is exactly what I want. Your brain, you know this is what you want, and your brain, it's like you and the universe are co-creating, and like you're looking at this vision of what it is you want, right? And it's like it's coming to manifest in the 3D. And to get there, you have to go to that, like for that to happen, you have to go to that specific store that has those flowers, and those flowers had to be imported by somebody, and those flowers had to be grown they had to be put in the ground like 3 months ago for you to get that flower in that specific time. And for all these things, for you to get exactly what you are manifesting, you and the universe are co-creating, he has to line all that shit up, because that stuff doesn't just happen out of nowhere. It all connects. It's all like puzzle pieces, and the 3D is like a puzzle piece. And for that to happen, you have to align yourself, and it has to align at the same time. So it's like you have to, like, it's like a key unlocking. It's like a key fucking unlocking, and it has to go up, like up and down, up the very perfect steps. And to do that, you are the universe is like whipping shit around, and right now you're also being whipped around, your energy, because you are many different things, and as you come into alignment, you have many different feelings. Like if you bring into like yourself into the bath, like you have the 3D elements that have to align. Like the flowers have to be there. You have to go and get those things. They don't just appear. The physical things have to fall into place, right? But also you have to create those things. So they have to be able to be created, and then also you have to be able to be in a state to create it, and things can get in the way of that. And that's like your internal ego thing. So sometimes the time isn't right physically for things, and sometimes it's not the time isn't right for things internally. If you're depressed, if you're not feeling well, you're not going to get up and go get yourself flowers. If you have self-worth issues, you will have to work through enough of those self-worth issues to decide you deserve to have a relaxing bath. Because some people struggle with that. There's a lot of people who don't bathe themselves because they don't feel deserving of it, because they don't know how to, because they aren't at a level yet where they're above this, I deserve to be clean or take care of myself. I say this because I struggle with this. There are times where I don't get in the bathtub. There are times where it is just terrible. And it's because I'm just at this point where I just can't do it. And if you can't do it, that's okay. Because during that process of, like, you can't do it, you're working through it. You're being thrashed around. This is like I wake up and I want to go and get those flowers because I want the bath. I want this bath today. But I can't crawl out of bed. I just want to cry. I can't crawl out of bed. And I don't go and get the bath. But I sit in bed all day and I think about things all day. And I don't get my bath and I don't feel like I did anything. I don't feel good. But I get all the shit out that I was thinking about. And guess what? Those flowers weren't even at the store I was going to go to. I wouldn't have been able to get my bath anyways. But I didn't know that because that wasn't where I was supposed to be. I was supposed to be internal. No, that's where I wasn't there. I was here, internally, dealing with shit. The next day, now that I cleared all that energy because I was thinking about it internally, I felt it, thought about it. If you think about something, ultimately, you're going to have new thoughts about it. Normally, you feel it, and some of that energy moves some way or another. Cleared out, you feel better the next day, or you keep going until you feel better because you work through it. So the next day you get up and you're like, oh shit, okay, let's just get up. I don't even fucking care about the bath. I just need to get up and go do all those things that I was supposed to do yesterday. And as you do, you go out and you find the best fucking wine. You're like, oh, I didn't even think about this. This looks great. And I'm at this random place I would have never been, but here I am, and I'm going to take this wine. And this wine is in the vision that I saw, but it wasn't my main focus because I was focused on the flowers. I didn't see the wine behind because it was there. It wasn't the main focus. So then you are co-creating, and co-creation doesn't always co-create. You don't know you're co-creating. You don't know what's happening. You don't always get to know that. Sometimes you just have to play along, and that's that submitting. And sometimes it's the no, you gotta press forward, and sometimes it's hard to decipher between these things. I haven't even touched the fucking cards yet. Isn't that crazy? I'm sending you a hug. I love you. This is hard. I want to fucking just cry. When things get really hard, I just like will fall over and I'll be like, I just want to lay in a hole. I just want to lay in a hole till it's over. That is how I've been feeling. But that's okay. And I think a lot of people, I've been wondering too, I'm like, have people been feeling this or is this just me? And I watched enough energy videos and tarot videos from other people, other readers that I highly respect and admire. And they're all going through the same shit. So if you're resonating with me, it's the fucking stars. It's everything. Oh, it's so cosmic. It's so beautiful. It's a destruction. It is am I even gonna need cards for this? Open your cards. It is the destruction of the it is a destruction of certain things that are better off dead. That is what the answer is, and it's Callie. Callie's coming out. Callie's coming out, and I love her. She says, everything deserves love. Everything deserves life. If it's here, it's here, and it just is, so it is. Unless that thing is inherently, unless it would better off be dead, better off not exist, and then I will destroy it. It's going to be destroyed because it's over. We're done. We're sick of it. You're sick of it. The corruption is a weed that needs to be pulled. It's just a root that needs to be pulled. And I'm talking about evil. I'm not talking about darkness. I'm not talking about shadow. Actually, in reference to those things, no, we're going to explore those things and enjoy them and de-villainize them. But the things that are actually evil, the things that actually need to be shoot out, are going to be caught and shown and showed, and they're gonna go. And that's what's happening. It's happening to you. That's happening to the world. That's happening to all the disgusting fuckers that have all the power and money and decided to be evil instead of good with it. And it's happening. And it is such a focused energy, and it's me, it's Callie, but it's the universe. It's not, I'm behind it, but it's not just me. It's a turning of the stars. It's a turning of it's the turning of the energy. And the reason why is because us, the human consensus, the eye sees certain things as ugly. We see things and not a single part of our aspect says, okay, that's cool. And these things, when we say this, I'm talking the eye, I'm talking baseline human consciousness. We do not look at stealing and think in any way it is glorious. We don't look at pedophilia. We don't look at necrophilia. We don't look at these things. We don't look at hate. We don't look at cruelty. We look at it and we go, ugh. Pass. And because we say pass, it is passing. The me and you, we don't want that. There are people out there that absolutely do, but that is because that energy is distorted, it has been corrupted. And that happens. It happens as energy continues, it is corrupted, you know. We don't blame these things for being, we just simply need to remove them. All done. And it's funny because, oh, that's funny. When I looked at it, it said attraction. Okay, so I pulled out these cards. I'm back. Also, hi, it's Chloe. Chloe's back. I literally... I think I just channeled Gally. Isn't that fucking wild? Dude, this is crazy. Anyways, so sweet. I pulled this. I'm not editing any of this. I want everybody to see this. Skip ahead. Skip ahead. Okay, just kidding. I'm gonna keep going. It's a time that we're leaving a mark. It's a time. It's happening. It's. There's changes, and you're gonna feel it. You can feel it. We don't like these things, so we, as a collective, are giving it up. And instead, we're switching out this energy, and we're gonna give it to other things. We're gonna give it. It's all gonna equal out. All this woke shit, all this hyper woke shit, like you can't say this, so we're not gonna talk. So don't talk about it. And all this, I can say whatever the fuck I want, and I'm gonna spew a bunch of stuff that's gonna offend you. Both of these spectrums, not cool. They're on both sides, and we don't like that. We don't like that. This is wound. We're coming into the middle. And I pulled attraction, Wheel of Fortune reversed. We don't like that. And powerlessness. We're not powerless. Like, it's so beautiful that we saw that all this, you know, people were like, oh, you can't say this. Oh, and then the media started changing things, like Facebook and Twitter and stuff started censoring things. And then people were like, no. Like, yes, yeah, you shouldn't say all these things and you shouldn't be, you know, X, Y, and Z and discriminatory, but you can't take away somebody's ability to speak. That is a boundary. And right now, we've been throwing back all this stuff. It's like, what do we deserve? And it says inking, hinting, and hinting. Slowly, we've been finding this balance, and it's so intense, and we're all just trying to figure it out. Oh, I feel bad. Oh, that makes sense. Unfortunately, some things need to go, and we're slowly burning that away. And as we do, we the people, we the consciousness, we the I, are writing down the subconscious collective agreement of what we allow other people to do, and what is in our right and what is in another person's right, and what do they deserve, and how to encourage the fellow man. This is so intense. And my left ear is throbbing. And I feel so anxious. I've been feeling so anxious. Everybody's feeling so anxious. the fool ignorance. You guys are all fools. The Emperor authority. Y'all don't trust the authority. And the moon with soul's purpose. That's funny. That's funny. I don't know if I should read that out loud. Yeah, you might not like me. I don't know if I can talk about politics. But I just got this download. The fool in reverse ignorance. It's like, you guys are all dumb. You don't know what you're doing. What with the Emperor and authority. It's like, we need this authority. We need this intense energy to... Yeah, he might... And this is so crazy. I should have mentioned... I don't know if you've seen in a different video I did. I did a video and I talked about Asian beetles. And I talked about how Asian beetles are not like they look like ladybugs, but they're not. They stink and they bite, right? Ladybugs don't. They're just cute. That wasp, that black wasp, will sting you over and over again. And they're dangerous. And if I was to go and help him, he would probably hurt me. And that wasp, I think, absolutely represents like darkness, or when I channeled it earlier, and the fact that I can't help it. I seriously, like, if I wanted to, can't help it, and it's probably for the best. It's also gonna die very soon, etc., etc., etc. And as I was looking up just a couple of minutes ago, inside the window, inside the screen, was the wasp, but outside, crawling on the other side of it, was an Asian beetle. And I think that's very representative of what the Emperor preaches. The dark shit needs to be kept in a cage. And the stuff that would hurt and actually, like, repeatedly hurt you and is scary and angry should probably, be kept to its own and restricted for the protection of everybody else. But things like Asian beetles, that's crawling on my crystal, who came back down to say hi, to make sure he was seen. Yeah, he's kind of stinky. Yeah, in honesty, I kind of like the ladybug more. And he bites. Why the fuck you bite? I'm nice to you and you bite me. Why? Even though, and he's trying to the whole time he's been trying to get to my hand. No. He's not in the cage. Because there's just like this level of less harmful. And it's the upright Emperor who has to, and right underneath it is the Queen of Cups. The Emperor, I don't know if you've ever watched One Piece. If you watch One Piece and you've seen Whitebeard, we're picking up Ace, but he's a loving father. He's not a loving, balanced man. Expertise. And though that is what is needed right now, a hard in between to say, this is evil, this can't be allowed, I need to protect my people, my children from this. And a difference between this is just an expression, and though it's not like the best, it's just an expression of a human soul, of a human experience. Yeah, teasing each other, saying whatever you want. It's not the best, but it's not evil. And it plays its role. It plays a role. Because it can't always be sunny. And we need somebody to remind us that that's okay. You know, if you have a father who protects you, he's still protecting you from somebody. He's still somebody's bad guy. Bad guy isn't bad. Sometimes being stern and being traditional and being more cautious and more, it's just more of like a masculine energy, more protective, coming from love, coming from this Queen of Cups upright. This is so beautiful. It's just such a beautiful. And then right underneath it is the expertise, pointing to the moon with soul's purpose and celebrating. It keeps pointing it to Donald Trump. It's so, and I was like, I will not be mentioning anything about my politics because politics are nothing in comparison to the conversation of morality. So we can talk about morals, but politics, especially right now, no. But it just gives this look as like this man wants to be that. He wants to step into that, looking out and being like that, like the good dad. And I think America needs a good dad, especially because of all of this nasty corruption that's being shown, especially up in the big, strong people. And devotion came back out again with this unexpected change, this tower, this unexpected change in Trump's sole purpose. His moon, his subconscious Queen of Cups, feelings, purpose, soul's purpose is to be the guardian and to protect the people from ignorance. Isn't that a fucking crazy ass? Isn't that nuts? Sharing Six of Cups. Ooh, this hurts. Ooh, this hurts. Ooh, this hurts. Ooh, this hurts. Harmony, childhood, reconciliation, and old friends. The Six of Cups reveals happy memories and a time to recall childhood with fondness. Your children, if you have them, may help you reconnect with your own childhood. This is a time for good things coming from the past. Reunion parties, reconnecting with old friends and more distant family members, or literally going back to your roots. This card may predict a trip home or to a place with fond memories. In some way, the past returns to help you in the present too, as conversations and reminiscing with old friends or contacts seeds a new idea or approach. Overall, you will find the right balance in relationships and enjoy a period of peace and harmony. The Six of Cups also shows compassion and kindness. So if you have suffered poor treatment, your situation is set to improve. Sweet, happy times are ahead, and any disruptions or upsets will be soothed and remedied. In love, the old flame comes back, and you may need to weigh up if it's worth going back to the relationship. I don't know what the fuck this reading ended up being. Thank you. Do you have anything left to say? The Fool. Optimism. Have optimism. And I agree with you. I will say that much. This energy has been really intense. Really fucking intense. Like literally look at me right now. I'm just trying to let it go. This energy has been feeling really intense. And today As long as I'm waiting to see how the speech goes. But otherwise, I think we're okay. At the end of the day, peace is priority. At the end of the day, human free will is the priority. And as long as that's maintained, as long as that is physically, really, truly maintained, it's better than, it's good. No, it's not better than, it's fucking good. Each human deserves to be able to do whatever they want with their life. Minus, like, those things that we were talking about, the things that we're getting rid of, and things that stop and try to control the collective need to go. Things that hurt one another need to go. Things that hurt ourselves need to go. And it's a fucking crazy energy, but it's great. That wasp was looking me right in the eyes. And my internal energy just fucking, like my fucking aura, my fucking stand just fucking hissed at it. I'm ready to fuck this shit up. Fuck you. Fuck you. Because we're sick of it. Fuck you. I won't say that to you because you're a bee and, you know, like, you're not. You may be the symbol, but you're not actually, you know, darkness. But fuck you. Seriously. We're done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm sick of that shit, and I will slay that shit down. That is how I feel. We'll say that, and I'm gonna end this video before I keep talking. I'm gonna get freaking put on a blacklist or something. Oh, okay, before I leave, any negative thing I said about the government, anything negative I said about politicians and yada yada yada, that was absolutely sarcasm, and I meant none of it. So, love you. Bye.